If you're leading marketing or business development at a UK law firm, your pipeline probably feels like a roller coaster. One quarter you're drowning in work, the next quarter partners are asking, where are the new matters? That happens when you rely on one-off pushes, campaigns, events, new website launches, instead of an always-on campaign stack. In this video, I'll show you how to build a simple always-on system that generates predictable inquiries all year round, using the channels you already know: search, ads, remarketing, and content. Let's compare what most firms do with what the firms who win consistently do. Here we have feast or famine, which is what most firms do, where you have, and then the firms that win will have an always-on stack that will grow consistently over time. Most firms launch a campaign, see a spike, and then let it fade out. Always-on firms pick a few core practice areas and build campaigns that run every week of the year, and then they tweak them monthly instead of starting from scratch. The goal is not one big spike. It's a boring, predictable flow of inquiries in the areas that matter most. Step one is deciding what you actually want predictable inquiries for. So here we have a simple table where we're going to decide our practice area, our ideal client, the location that we'll serve, and then the matter value. So pull your numbers and pick 2 to 4 practice areas that drive real revenue, you have capacity to serve, and you actually want more of. Write down for each who the ideal client is, where they are, and what a good matter looks like. These will be the focus of your always-on stack, and everything else is a nice to have. The foundation of your stack is capturing people who are already looking for help. We have 3 parts to this. For each core practice area, the 3 things we need to do are: number 1, running Google ads on specific money keywords like practice solicitor in city or issue lawyer near me. Secondly, we want to build or polish practice area pages and location pages so organic search has somewhere relevant to land. And third and finally, we need to optimize the Google business profiles for each office with the right categories, descriptions, and reviews. The rule is simple. We want high intent search to go to a specific ad, or organic. That needs to go to a specific page, never to a generic homepage. This is your capture layer. People with a problem searching right now. If you want to get out of the more traffic trap and reframe your strategy around searches becoming signed retainers, we've packaged the exact frameworks that we use with UK law firms into the case system. It's a step-by-step system for turning searches into signed retainers without wasting your marketing budget on the wrong traffic. So if you want that, hit the link below, download the case system, and on the next page you'll see an option to book a client acquisition roadmap call where we'll apply it directly to your law firm. Stop celebrating traffic charts and start celebrating instructions. Once you've captured the click, your website has to convert it, or the whole stack leaks. For each core practice area, your key page should call out the problem in the headline. It should have the location and the problem, and it should say clearly who you help. It should have the proof and the process in 3 to 4 simple steps. And then it should offer a simple repeated call to action. This is the activation layer, building enough trust and clarity that visitors feel safe contacting you. You don't need a redesign. You just need the right elements in the right order on the right page. Even with great pages, most visitors will still leave on the first visit. That's where remarketing comes in. Set up warm audiences and campaigns that only target people who have already been on your website. Show them helpful reminders, proof, and low friction next steps, and bring them back to those same high intent pages or a simple book a call page. You'd like to do this in all of these platforms like Google Display, YouTube, Meta, Facebook and Instagram are included in Meta, or LinkedIn. And then you want to bring them back to those same high intent pages or a simple book a call page. You're not chasing strangers, you're nudging people who already checked you out. This is the expand and optimize part of your stack, squeezing more value from the traffic you already paid for or earned. Now we add content that feeds your stack instead of just filling an insight section. Plan a simple, repeatable content rhythm. For example, you might want to do a handful of FAQ posts This might be 1 to 2 or more high-intent FAQ pieces per month for each core practice area. You might also look to do a video in there, which you can then cut into shorts for LinkedIn and YouTube. Then it's really good to add the occasional anonymized case stories, which will act as proof in your ads and on your pages. These don't need to be done often, but they are very powerful. Each piece should answer a real question your ideal clients ask, link back to the relevant service page, and be usable in email and remarketing. Content isn't a separate project, it's fuel for your capture, activate, and remarketing. An always-on stack without proper intake is just an expensive noise machine. Decide for these core practice areas who answers the phone and forms, what your speed to lead standard is, for example, whether it's under 5 hours or minutes, how you log every inquiry and its source. Track at least monthly by practice area, inquiries, consults, and signed matters, and especially cost per signed matter. This is incredibly important if you're doing PPC as well, because that's what drives the entire system. That's how you know whether the stack is actually working, not just busy. Here's a simple way to think about where your time and budget should go. Roughly 70% of your budget and focus goes on keeping your core always-on campaigns running and healthy. Those search local and remarketing campaigns for your chosen practice areas. 20% should go on improving weak links in your campaigns. This should create better pages, better intake, and better proof. And then finally 10% of your budget should go on experiments, a new platform, a different offer, a fresh format. Most firms flip this and they spend 70% chasing shiny new things, and then they wonder why nothing compounds. Now let's turn this into a 30-day build plan so it doesn't just stay as theory. So we're going to choose 2 to 4 core practice areas and define ideal clients. Then we're going to, for each of those, confirm that you have dedicated practice area and location pages. Next, we're going to set up or tidy Google Ads campaigns if you already have them, targeting high intent keywords. Then we're going to optimize the Google business profiles for the relevant offices that you're targeting. Next, we're going to add or improve proof and call to actions on the key pages that you've selected. And then we're going to create basic remarketing audiences and ads targeting the site visitors that you're then getting. And once you have all this in place, it's time to define intake rules and tracking for these matters. And finally, you're going to schedule a monthly review meeting for these metrics only. If you do that in the next 30 days, you'll have a basic always-on stack pointed at your most important work, a way to see what's working and what isn't, and a foundation that you can improve month after month. Predictable inquiries don't come from one clever campaign. They come from a simple stack that you refuse to turn off.